I'm stepping away from competition. Not because I'm done fighting, but because I've won a different kind of battle. The one where you walk away on your own terms. This isn't goodbye. It's just the end of one fight and the beginning of another. Then he gonna tell me I ain't even apologize? Like, who the fuck you think I am? Boy, you better slap your fucking self. Ain't paying your ass shit.
We come up, we risk our lives and stuff. If you don't risk your life for your job or for your money, you will never know the severeness and the things that you have to go through mentally to prepare for a funeral. Because you don't know if you coming out of that motherfucker like you came in.
Terence Crawford just delivered a truth bomb aimed straight at the WBC, and this time it wasn't thrown inside the ring. After months of tension with boxing's most powerful sanctioning body, the undefeated champion has officially retired, choosing to walk away on his own terms. But beneath that calm announcement was something far deeper. Insiders are now whispering that Crawford didn't simply retire, he escaped. At 42-0, a three-division undisputed king, fresh off a reported $50 million payday after dismantling Canelo Alvarez, he's still done. No farewell tour. No build-up. Just a goodbye video and silence. The question is simple. Why now?
Not belts, not money, not headlines, but that feeling, the one you get when the world doubts you, but you keep showing up.
After battling the WBC, suing for millions, and having his license revoked, what finally pushed Terence "Bud" Crawford to say enough? Let's break down the message, the reactions, and the truth Crawford just dropped on the boxing world. When he uploaded his retirement video, it didn't feel like a press conference. It felt like a eulogy for an era. No belts behind him. No spectacle. Just a man closing a chapter that defined his life. Every fighter knows this moment will come, Crawford said. We just never know when. He spoke about chasing doubt, proving people wrong, and living for that feeling.
And you keep proving everyone wrong.
Unbelievable performance.
This sport gave me everything. I fought for my family. I fought for my city. I fought for the kid I used to be.
You could hear the emotion as he thanked fans, opponents, even critics. Without you, he said, I wouldn't have had that fire. Then came the line that landed like a knockout. I'm stepping away from competition. Not because I'm done fighting, but because I've won a different kind of battle. One where you leave on your own terms. It was poetic, intentional, and loaded with meaning. Because after years of lawsuits, stripped titles, sanctioning fee disputes, and clashes with promoters, Crawford's final opponent wasn't a boxer. It was the system itself.
Retirement, I do agree with Eddie Hearn, who says that Terence is going to come back. We don't really know the motive, but it seems like he is still young enough, still successful enough, still thriving, and making the most amount of money of his career. I don't understand why he would walk away.
MMA journalist Ariel Helwani called it immediately. I'd be very surprised if he walks away for good, he said. Crawford is still sharp, still dangerous, and finally earning real money through TKO and Turkey Alashik. Helwani even suggested that a massive payday, maybe even a crossover fight, could lure him back.
Especially with his relationship with TKO and Turkey, he is finally cashing in. In that retirement announcement, he said that TKO was the first promoter that he's ever had to believe in him, and he's only had one fight with them. I would be very, very surprised if he walks away and never fights again.
Helwani isn't alone. Many believe this retirement is a strategic pause, a reset after his explosive fallout with the WBC. No belts, no boards, no sanctioning fees, just brand Bud. For the first time in years, Crawford holds all the leverage. And that's exactly why people question whether this is reflection or business disguised as peace. But for those closest to him, the move wasn't shocking at all.
And I've been friends since we were teenagers, late teens. But we've always had a pretty good friendship over the years. In the last 3 or 4 years, maybe even a little longer than that, it's grown a little stronger. This, I believe, was big news to everyone. When I saw it, it was just beautiful to see. But he and I had been speaking. I knew that, you know, he was pretty much like, hey man, I'm at the end, couple more and I'm done. That kind of conversation.
Former world champion Shawn Porter, who has known Crawford since their teenage years and shared the ring with him, says this was planned long ago. Terence told me years back, a couple more and I'm done, Porter revealed. This wasn't emotional. It was calculated. Once he beat Canelo, there was nothing left to prove. It wasn't about age or burnout. It was fulfillment. When a fighter retires like this, Porter said, it's not emotion. It's a plan. And I respect the timing.
I knew that once he had fought Canelo, he felt like there was nothing left for him. And I just think it took some time for the boxing world to kind of, some of the movement that it makes, and it's made the movement, and I think now is finally time for him.
Porter also shared something telling. He spoke to Crawford the day before the announcement and heard nothing unusual. The next morning, the world woke up to the news. That silence said everything. Calm. Private. Always a step ahead. But while Porter saw peace, promoter Eddie Hearn saw something more tactical. You never really know the background, Hearn said. It could be leverage. Or maybe he's just tired.
Rushmore. But I think the reason that I don't is because I don't think his resume is strong enough. Now, ability-wise, I think he may be on the Mount Rushmore. But I just feel like if you look at his wins, you know, I always joke with him and say, tell me your best wins. This is pre-Canelo, right? And he says, my best win is Ricky.
Either way, Hearn acknowledged the timing was perfect. Crawford had just gone to war with the WBC over sanctioning fees after earning $50 million. He refused to pay, was stripped of his belt, publicly criticized by Mauricio Suleiman, and effectively frozen out. He's made the money, he's healthy, he's a legend, Hearn said. Why risk it? But even Hearn hinted this might be a power play, a way to break free from organizations that have controlled boxing for decades. Every move since that feud has felt less like retirement and more like rebellion.
Fuck you talking about pay you $300,000. What makes you so motherfucking better than any of the other sanctioned bodies? Huh? Answer that question. What makes you better than the WBO, the IBF, or the WBA?
Behind closed doors, many believe Crawford walked away before they could take anything else from him. He'd already lost the belt, absorbed criticism, and watched peers turn on him.
Crawford should have talked his talk before when he needed him. He wasn't talking like this. Now that he got the money, the cash, now, I don't need WC to get me an opportunity. Now I'm gonna say, yo, fuck y'all, blah, blah, blah. To me, that's a little cowardice, you know, on his part. But guess what? Only thing I don't agree with is why is it $330,000?
He was even accused of cowardice for refusing to pay a $300,000 sanctioning fee. Crawford saw it differently. To him, it wasn't about money, it was principle. You got the green belt, he said. The real belt is the ring belt, and it's free. You want more money because you think you're above everyone else? Keep the belt. That was his line in the sand. And his retirement may be the final act of defiance. This isn't goodbye.
Everybody accepted what I was giving them. But you, the WBC, think that you better than everybody, don't you? So since you, the WBC, and you got the fucking green belt, which don't mean fucking shit, the fucking real belt is the ring belt, which is free, motherfucker.
It's just the end of one fight and the beginning of another. He didn't retire because he hates boxing. He retired because he's tired of boxers being controlled by politics, sanctioning bodies, and money. Walking away before they dictated his next move might be the most Crawford decision possible. Still, many believe this isn't...
I got a feeling he'll be back.
You got what?
I got a feeling he'll be back. Just got a feeling.
Who would he come back against? Why would a Terence Crawford come back at this point?
I don't know.
Asked about the retirement, Rolando Romero kept it simple. I got a feeling he'll be back. Fans online agree. Some believe Crawford is lining up a massive return in 2026, waiting for the right opponent and the right check. If that's the case, this retirement isn't an ending. It's a reset. And if history is any guide, the comeback could shake the sport harder than anything he's done in the ring. Even now, Crawford is disrupting boxing without throwing a punch. And as usual, Oscar de la Hoya had something to say.
On the 12th day of Christmas, boxing gave to me. Clapback gives you facts. Eddie's still a pussy. Max is such a tampon.
I am gay and I am happy.
Chavez got deported. Jake Paul equals ratings. Ollie Act under attack. Endless Haney lawsuit. Brian Ryan after Rollies. Crawford sold his soul.
It was a smart idea.
The Golden Boy wasted no time trolling the boxing world, lumping Crawford in with Canelo, Jake Paul, and Ryan Garcia. Classic Oscar. Smug, chaotic, and petty. But beneath the jokes, the shock was real. One of the most dominant fighters of this generation just walked away. No warning, no tour. Just a thank you and a curtain drop. Even critics like Eddie Hearn and Tim Bradley now admit the truth. Crawford leaves behind more than an undefeated record. He leaves a legacy no sanctioning body can erase. Built on discipline, defiance, and control. And he exited the same way he fought, quietly and on his own terms. In the final moments of his video, Crawford said softly, "I gave this sport every breath I had, and I made peace with what's next."
I gave this sport every breath I had. Every scar, every triumph.
Terence Bud Crawford is the pound-for-pound king.
Every ounce of my heart.
After decades of fighting opponents, doubters, and boxing politics, Crawford's final fight wasn't against a man. It was against the machine, the sanctioning bodies, the bureaucracy, the corruption, and he won by walking away undefeated, unbought, and unbroken. In a sport where legends stay too long, Crawford may have done the rarest thing of all. Retire on top. Still in control. Still king. So what do you think? Is this the end of an era, or just round one of his biggest fight yet? Because in boxing, retirements are rarely permanent. Especially for fighters who never...
And I've made peace with what's next. And now, it's time. Thank you.
Alright, everyone. For the latest boxing news, moments, events, and breakdowns, subscribe to Knockout Updates and turn on notifications so you never miss quality content. Check out our other videos as well. Until next time.